welcome to another segment of Javon64's video blog. Woo! It has been a minute. Shit, I probably done forgot how to damn blog anyway. It's been so damn long. Nah, it ain't been that long, has it? I think it's been about a month. It's been about a month since I blogged. I apologize for that, but I'm just a busy dude here lately. Just busy. Always doing something. Some of what I've been doing though is I've been helping the Trimax staff in their promotion department with a new book that a lot of you have been waiting on by Lady Arrows. A lot of you know who Lady Arrows is. Those of you who don't, you can check her out at www.trimaxpublishers.com. When you get there, go to the author's corner and check out Lady Arrows. She has a brand new book slated. It's due out in probably about a month or so. I know from last I heard it's about to go through production now. It's called Arrows Comes in Black Satin, which is a collection of very hot erotic stories, like I say, and it's you have to check it out. Those of you who already know how she put it down, you won't be disappointed. You definitely won't be disappointed. Check that out. You can also check her out on Javon Mania. You know, she has a download going on right now called the Men's Club, which is one story that's over there now, and the stories are only offered on Javon Mania, and it's the Men's Club. It's it's gonna be five. It's a 5-part series, but the first one is now on sale for like $3 over there at Javon Mania. Anyway. Again, I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I really am. You know, it's gonna be a lot of new things this season of video blogging. But before I get into that, because I got a couple things for y'all. I got a question for the day from one of our bloggers. But before I get into that, I want to get into an email that I got probably a few days after the XC newsletter hit, the most recent XC newsletter. It's from a chick named Laura, and Laura is out in Australia, and she's been a loyal follower of the XC newsletter and the blogs, and she had a question about something that I said in the newsletter. Well, those of you that follow the newsletter know that every so often I do a letter from the founder, and I just thank all my readers for sticking with me as long as they have, the subscribers, on behalf of the XC team. My wonderful columnist, I thank everybody. Anyway, she wanted to know what I meant when I said Javon64 was a mentality. Well, Javon64, what I meant by that, and those of you who want to see or get a more in-depth feel of what I was talking about, just download the most recent XC newsletter at javonmania.com. It's going across the bottom of the screen. But what I meant by that, okay, it's like this. Javon64. What I meant by that, it's my pseudonym. It's the name that I write under. However, it's more than that. It's more than a man. Javon64 is a mentality. And those of you that's been with me a while, you understand that by now. Javon64 is a mentality, just like uninhibited or inhibited is. And everybody knows what they mean, uninhibited and inhibited. Uninhibited person is someone who doesn't have any hang-ups at all when it comes to sex. No hang-ups in the bedroom, and an inhibited person does. Well, that's what Javon64 is. When a person think of Javon64, I've branded it to the point I want them to say, think of uninhibited. Meaning if you buy anything that has the Javon64 name on it, you're getting uncensored, uninhibited, just sexual liberation. Now, I'm taking one step further. Javon64 is actually more than that. It's about being yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, being who you are and not caring what no one else thinks. Because it's only when we go around acting or pretending or being thespians, if you will, and everybody know, you got your group of friends you hang out with, and you have to, or you feel like you have to be a certain way, or talk a certain way, or subdue certain things about yourself. And then you got certain friends that you can be around, you can just let it all hang. Well, Javon64 is about being that way all the time, saying, love me or leave me. You don't have to like me. This is who I am. I'm comfortable with that. And that's what Javon64 means, young lady. Through time, as we go on, as my career blossoms, shall I say, as it blossoms, you'll get to see more of that. I'll talk more about that because I want people to understand that. I want them to understand that it's more than just this tattoo freak, if you will. Javon64 is more than this tattoo freak. It's a mentality. It's a mentality that I will brand in the world's heads. I promise you that. You know, because I'm comfortable being me. You know, and at the end of the day, that's what I feel like my most important job is. You know, helping people discover what's really in here. In here, damn out here. Discover what's in here. What makes you happy in here. Whether it be sexual or whether it be something else. Just so happened that I happen to deal in the sexual realm. But that's that. That's that. Like I said, anybody want to know more about that, because I talked a little more about that in the XC newsletter, in the letter from the founder. Download it. Some great articles in there from some wonderful columnists, excuse me. Alright, on to the question. This question came from a young lady that sent me an Ask Javon question, which can also be found in the latest XC newsletter. And she wanted me to ask you guys something. She wanted me to, because she wanted, I guess, an outsider's opinion on the situation that she has going on. Alright, her question. What if you are in a marriage that isn't everything that you expected it to be? Meaning, the good is technically better than the bad. Does that mean that you can go out and find someone outside of your marriage to fulfill those things that are lacking? Okay, now before y'all go to typing and this, go to answering, I want you to clear your minds. I want you to seriously think about that and put yourself in this young lady's situation. We've all been there, whether it's been a relationship, just a regular relationship, or it's been sacred vows, meaning marriage. Alright. Now, she says, part 2 of that. And if you do, does that make you a bad person? Sounds like, like I said, just from reading, I can tell, you know, young lady got some things weighing on her conscience. So hopefully, you know, a lot of you out there that's been in her situation can, you know, give her an opinion on that. And the whole thing about, does that make you a bad person? I'll answer that part. I don't think it's up to the world to condemn a person whether they're bad or not. I think that's something that's inside of us all. Something inside of us all that tells us, you know, you're a bad person. And just because it says you're a bad person doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. It could mean you have your self-esteem is low, or you just have a lot of guilt. It can mean that also. But I really don't think someone can tell you that, you know, you're a bad person because you did this and this and this. Because let's face it, a lot of people that say that has never been in your shoes. So how the saying go? You know, you can't, unless you walked a mile in my shoes, you don't know what it's like to go through what I'm going through. You know, so that's how I feel. A lot of you may feel different. I don't want you to answer according to how I answer, based on what my answer was. But that's just how I feel. Anyway, you know, again, for those of you that missed it, this person's question is, what if you are in a marriage that isn't everything that you expected it to be? Meaning that the good is technically better than the bad. Does that mean that you can go outside your relationship or your marriage to fulfill those things that you are lacking? And if so, does that make you a bad person? That's the question of the day. Once again, so glad to be back. So glad. Love you all. Can't wait to see what y'all got to say about this. Peace out.